The DOJ flip that changed everything for NFA owners has just sent shockwaves across the nation overnight. What was once considered settled law is now being questioned at the highest level, and millions are trying to understand what this really means. Before we break it all down in a simple, clear way, make sure you hit subscribe, because this isn't just another headline, this is a major turning point that could reshape gun laws across America. The shocking DOJ reversal. For decades, the Department of Justice consistently supported strict NFA regulations nationwide. These laws particularly targeted suppressors, placing heavy restrictions on their ownership. Officials repeatedly argued these rules were essential for maintaining overall public safety. In courtrooms, government lawyers defended these regulations with strong and consistent arguments. They claimed suppressors could pose risks if left unregulated across the country. As a result, these laws remained firmly in place for many decades. Gun owners had little expectation that this legal stance would ever change. The system appeared stable, predictable, and deeply rooted in federal law. But then, something unexpected suddenly disrupted this long-standing legal position entirely. A surprising development emerged that caught both experts and citizens off guard. In a stunning legal move, the DOJ reportedly reversed its previous stance. This shift signaled that certain regulations might not align with constitutional protections. Legal analysts quickly recognized the seriousness of this unexpected government position change. It suggested that long-standing policies could face significant legal challenges very soon. This was not a minor adjustment or simple reinterpretation of existing rules. Instead, it represented a complete transformation in how these laws were viewed. Such a reversal from the DOJ is extremely rare and highly impactful. For millions of gun owners, this news created both excitement and uncertainty. Especially affected were approximately 2.6 million registered suppressor owners nationwide today. Many of them had followed strict procedures to comply with federal regulations. They paid taxes, submitted paperwork, and waited months for government approvals. Now, the foundation of that entire system seemed suddenly open to question. It felt like the legal ground beneath them had unexpectedly shifted overnight. A framework unchanged for nearly a century was now being reconsidered internally. This moment could mark the beginning of a major transformation in federal law. Why this changes everything? To understand the true impact, we first need to examine what the NFA does. Since 1934, the National Firearms Act has placed strict limitations on ownership. Items like suppressors, short-barreled rifles, and machine guns face heavy restrictions. Owners must submit detailed paperwork, pay federal taxes, and wait long approval times. These regulations were designed to control dangerous firearms and maintain public safety nationwide. For decades, the law created a system many gun owners had no choice but to follow. Violating these rules could result in severe legal consequences and heavy fines. Now, imagine this complex framework being challenged not by citizens but by the government. Such a challenge directly questions whether these long-standing regulations align with the Constitution today. If courts deem these rules unconstitutional, the consequences could be extremely significant nationwide. Federal restrictions might be reduced, allowing owners more freedom to possess these items legally. Approval processes could become faster or potentially eliminated entirely in some circumstances. Certain firearms could receive a full legal reclassification, changing their status under law. This is not just about minor policy changes, it challenges modern interpretations of constitutional rights. Ultimately, it could redefine how the Second Amendment protects personal firearm ownership in America. What it means for gun owners nationwide. For current NFA owners, this development could finally open previously locked doors. Many people who waited months or even years may benefit. Some owners might see their applications approved much faster than before. Others could experience entirely new rules changing how approvals are processed. However, uncertainty remains, as the legal landscape is still evolving quickly. Experts warn this change could trigger new and unexpected court battles. Federal and state laws may conflict, creating complications for many owners. Temporary confusion in enforcement could occur until agencies update their regulations. Some states may resist changes, slowing down the impact of this shift. Other states could quickly adapt, making ownership easier for residents there. This moment may feel like a victory to some supporters today. Yet, it marks only the beginning of a long legal transition. Owners should remain cautious while navigating the changing regulatory environment carefully. Lawyers suggest reviewing current registrations and paperwork to avoid future complications. Public agencies will likely release guidance in the coming weeks or months. Conflicting interpretations between courts may create challenges until clear precedent is established. Gun rights advocates are already closely monitoring each step of this process. Some politicians might push for legislation to reinforce or resist these changes. Education about the NFA and legal rights is becoming increasingly important now. For many, patience will still be required despite the potential for faster approvals. The next few months could determine how widely these changes actually apply. Temporary confusion may frustrate some owners, but long-term benefits could outweigh issues. This legal shift has potential to reshape firearm ownership nationwide permanently. It is crucial for owners to stay informed and prepared continuously. Ultimately, this period represents both opportunity and caution for all involved. What happens next? The biggest question now is where this situation goes next. Many people are closely watching how events will unfold. This DOJ move could influence upcoming Supreme Court decisions significantly. It may reshape how federal policies are written and enforced. New legislation could emerge as lawmakers respond to these developments. Congress may step in to clarify or reinforce existing laws. Courts across the country will interpret these changes differently at first. Federal agencies will also play a key role moving forward. They may update rules, guidance, and enforcement priorities over time. Legal experts expect ongoing debates about constitutional interpretation to intensify. Different states may respond in unique ways based on local laws. Some states could align quickly with potential federal-level changes. Others may challenge or resist shifts through their own legal systems. This creates a complex and evolving legal environment for everyone involved. For everyday people, staying informed is now more important than ever. Understanding your rights could become crucial during this transition period. Reliable information will help avoid confusion caused by rapid legal changes. This situation is not just about one simple rule adjustment. It reflects a broader shift in constitutional rights interpretation nationwide. The Second Amendment debate could enter a completely new phase. Future court rulings may define limits and protections more clearly. Until then, uncertainty will remain part of this ongoing situation. Observers believe this issue will dominate legal discussions for months. One thing is certain, this story is far from over. What happens next could shape laws for generations to come.